Well, I think what we have is a multi-platform content management here, and we're not going to duplicate content. We're going to have both additive and multiplicative content. So what you have online is going to take you a certain way, a certain depth into the story, and then for more on that story, you're going to go to television. And what you see on television is not going to be what you pick up in the story on the website. And what you see in the story on the website is going to be different than what you see on television. And one of the things that we're going to do is constantly be updating one story on whichever platform comes latest in the day. So if we do something on television at one time in the day and something develops in that story later in the day, that will change online. So this is something where when you're watching the show and we hit that 60th second of the last minute, that show doesn't end there. You can now follow that content online if it's developing. So we don't want this to be an event in your day. We want it to be something that rolls through your day. See, that's the problem that I've had to face with the Dr. Phil show. I don't want it to end at the 59th minute and 59th second. We want that story to live on after that 60th minute. And this is the most exciting opportunity to do that we've ever had, because I don't have a website with 226 million people that go to it. Daily Mail Online does. So that gives us an opportunity that's unrivaled in the history of the internet and television. And to bring those two together, oh my gosh, I mean, this is ours to lose, right? This gives us a chance to be, it's just Daily Mail everywhere, all the time. Well, that's something that we're really looking at, because we truly believe that the content is the star of this show. There will be anchors, there will be people that are really more traffic cops for the content than the stars of the show. And content lives globally. There are people in the Middle East that are interested in the same people that people are interested in London, LA, and Sydney. And so we think that we can format that, but if we're doing it in the Middle East, if we're doing it in Eastern Europe, if we're doing it in whatever part of the world, there will also be stories there that are of particular interest to that part of the world. So we will have those stories that know no geographical boundaries, and then we'll have those stories that are unique to that part of the world as well. So we think this is a show that lends itself to formatting. Well, at this point, we haven't made any decision about talent. We have a lot of people in consideration, and it would be unfair for me to talk about who they are at this point. But let me tell you, there will be people, whether they're YouTubers or Betty from Idaho that happens to be standing there with her iPhone looking at content, so long as we have the opportunity to vet that content, confirm that content, and it meets the journalistic standards that we would have before we put it on the air. You just can't take somebody that sends something in and says, hey, look what happened. We still have to meet the journalistic standards of making sure that we're reporting things in an accurate fashion.